Politicians in Biafra land have truly proven to Biafrans that they are unrepentant of their continuous heinous atrocities against Biafran populace by openly and shamelessly threatening our resolve to not vote again as we await for referendum. It is pure fact that by now these greedy, monstrous, cynical, and unrepentant politicians of Biafra extraction such as Willie Oberno, Peter Obi, Chukwueze Okereke, Andy Ueba, Chodia Fordile and many others outside Anambra State should be pricked by their conscience into apologizing to Biafrans over the atrocities they aided and supported the Nigerian security agencies and Fulani terrorists to commit against Biafrans in our homeland. Unfortunately, the reverse is the case with these politicians, as they rather hardened their hearts the more and refused to even apologize for their crimes against Biafrans, but rather boasting in the evils they meted on Biafra commoners who are expected to go and vote once again on November 18, 2017 in Anambra State. If these Biafra land politicians have living consciences or any atom of remorse, by now they would be going from village to village, community to community, town to town and city to city apologizing to Biafrans over the evils they committed against them. For many weeks now, IPOB media teams, Family Writers Press in particular, has been going memory lane to reminding younger generation of Biafrans and some other generations, who may be forgetting so soon, the atrocities which Biafran politicians have committed against same people who voted them in power. Below are few of the list of atrocities of these politicians as was laid bare by Family Writers Press, with nobody challenging the publications. 1 Elza River lifeless bodies of Massob members, masterminded by Mr. Peter Obi in 2013. 2 IPOB Black Sunday massacre of IPOB field evangelism in Onitsha, masterminded by Mr. Willie Oberno in August 2015. 3 National High School Arbor IPOB praying ground massacre, masterminded by Okezielak Pelzu in February 2016. 4 IPOB Trump inauguration rally massacre in Port Harcourt, masterminded by Nyesom Wike in January 2017. There are many more atrocities of Biafra land politicians which I cannot mention at the moment. I am of the opinion that instead of these politicians to be threatening Biafrans in Anambra State with fire and brimstone, should they boycott Anambra State coming governorship election as directed by IPOB, the politicians should rather be apologizing to Biafrans for the numerous atrocities already committed against the people. It is an open fact that all that Biafrans have gotten as rewards from these politicians for voting them in power are as follows. 1 Massacre of their children, Biafrans, in conjunction with Nigeria military in a broad daylight, and denying same with impunity as did by Willie Oberno and supported by all these present governorship aspirants in Anambra State because none of them condemned it when it happened. 2 Forceful takeover of our insufficient farmlands by these politicians and handing same over to Fulani killers as Peter Obi and Willie Oberno did in Agulu Anambra State and Dixon in Barielsar State. 3 High degree of looting of resources made for the development of infrastructure in Biafra land and keeping same in foreign bank accounts, leaving Biafrans to be suffering zero infrastructural development as done by the governors, senators, etc. It is time for Biafrans to take their destiny into their hands and maintain a 100% boycott of the elections in Biafra land so as to attract Biafra referendum. It is very obvious now that there is no politician in Biafra land that has the interest of Biafrans at heart, just as Nnamdi Kanu has shown us. Therefore, as Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB have decided that total boycott of elections is the shortest route to Biafra referendum, do we still need to disobey that directive, vote another hardened political criminal into office and continue to leak our wounds after the election? Every Biafran who read this text should keep the answer to this question to him or herself, because there are 2 options available here. The 2 options are, A. Vote and continue leaking the wounds of your misery in a regret called Nigeria. B. Completely boycott the election in Anambra and create a constitutional crisis that will culminate into Biafra referendum within 60 days. As for the politicians in Biafra land, they refused to show any remorse or repentance for the evils they have committed against Biafrans, and that is enough evidence that they will do more if we elect any of them again. There is no difference in all the politicians in Biafra land because of cynical and negligence to the plights of Biafrans in Nigeria by Willie Oberno, Andy Ueba, Peter Obi, Rocha Zakolochar, and Chris Njige. So will Chodia Fordile of Mobin be, should we be carried away by the Biafra sympathy mantra of UPP. I end this article with a declaration that it is now or never for Biafra restoration. I rest my case.